As anti-Semitism is on the rise around the world, author Tuvia Tenenbom took an in-depth look at how one nation feels about the Jews, Great Britain. CBN News Middle East correspondent Julie Stahl interviewed Tenenbom recently about his new book, The Taming of the Jew. He openly filmed his talks with people, and a warning, some of the language may be offensive.
Tuvia Tenenbom, you're a best-selling author. Welcome to Jerusalem Dateline.
Thank you for having me, Julie. It's a pleasure to see you, as always, here in Jerusalem.
Now, you've written a new book, your latest book, The Taming of the Jew.
Correct.
Tell me, what is behind this title, and what is this book about?
My publisher asked me, which place would you like to be your fifth book about? So being that I am also a theater person, and so I said, I would like to go to Britain because I love English theater. I said, let's do something, a book about theater, about funny things, about entertainment, about a little politics, about nothing Jewish. You know, there are only about maximum 300,000 Jews in all the UK, so it's nothing. But it didn't happen like that. Sadly, from the first day I arrived and I started interviewing people, I heard the most horrible anti-Semitic trash.
Like what?
Like, for example, we went to a bar during the day and everybody was nice and they were sitting and talking and explaining to me how much they care about Palestine. And when I asked them why, the answer was because of the Jews. You have a lot of Palestinian flags here. Yeah? Why is that? Do you support them? Why do you support the Palestinians?
Hitler didn't kill enough Jews. They're the scourge of the world.
What do you think is behind that?
Anti-Semitism, as I found out. Mm-hmm. And I walked around every time when I wanted to talk about other issues. And I went to people and asked them simple questions. Like, to know, is there something, Julie, that bothers you? That you would like to change in the world? Their answer was, one after one, almost, the majority, free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Do you think they understood what they were saying?
They understand one thing. Yeah. They don't even know where Palestine is on the map. But what they do know is that on the other side of Palestine, the enemy of the Palestinian in their mind is the Jews. And the story is there was once upon a time a land called Palestine, a country, a state called Palestine, that existed for God knows how many years. And for no reason, Jews came in flying, killed the Palestinians and took over the land. Oh, wow. And ever since then, they killed them day and night.
Wow, that's quite a story.
That's what the people think.
Every kind of person, poor,
rich, poor, young, old, educated, not educated, it doesn't matter.
The Church of Scotland, also, I guess, nearly 10 years ago, they came out with a document that caused an uproar. As long as Zionists think that Jewish people are serving God's special purpose and that abuses by the state of Israel don't invalidate the Zionist project, they will believe themselves more entitled to the land than the Palestinian people. The promise to Abraham about land is fulfilled through the impact of Jesus, not by restoration of land to the Jewish people. Now, I understand that you also spoke with officials. Did they refute this at all? Did they repent for this at all?
Okay, the document is called The Inheritance of Abraham, which was issued by the clergy in the Church of Scotland quite a few years ago, and to this day they did not go away from it. And the idea was two main ideas to make it in simple English. One thing is that biblically speaking, the Jews are not special people, and the other thing is that the state of Israel, biblically speaking, does not belong to the Jews. That's the idea.
Tuvia, The Taming of the Jew, how can people get your book?
As usually in our time, the best way to get it, especially on these days, you know, the best way to get it is Amazon.
And the Israelis really like your book.
Yeah, this was a number one, even, you know, it's like number one ebook in Israel. It was like amazing.
Thank you, Tuvia.
You're welcome.